is a doozy. I've always wanted to play this game, dude. Fucking Warpath. Before EA was total shit. That's sick. This is tight. Yeah, like I said, I've always wanted to play this. It's like the evolution of, what was that, Primal Rage? I definitely want to play that one day. Who owns that shit? They need to release the arcade version. Cool logo. I love the Jurassic font. It's iconic. Acro, Giga, Gigas, Raptor. Gotta go with the T-Rex. Stitchy, Suko, Suchomimus snout. No, think bigger. Spinosaurus Egypticus. Alright, I'm picking T-Rex. The only choice. This guy's gonna get fucked up. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't even read the manual. That T-Rex looks crazy, his eyes. Oh shit. Damn, that's cool.
Battle 1. Fight!
OTG, what the fuck? Can I eat that guy? Korean backpack. Jurassic backpack. Oh, what the fuck? Damn, he split me in the air. You ever dance with a T-Rex in pale moonlight?
Battle 2. Fight!
Is there a 10 string? Oh shit. I died to the first guy.
Back in action.
Battle 1. Fight!
Yeah, I do sidestep.
Battle 2. Fight!
The workers are talking shit. This is like they're cockfighting. Oh, fuck you, engine. What does that mean? Oh. What the fuck? I need to look at the menu.
Tragic end.
I think that meant I can do some kind of like super or some shit. With fighting games, these old janky ones, you always gotta get the fucking menu.
Never count this one out as long as he has a vault.
Battle 1. Fight!
Damn. Here we go. Shinlong. Down forward 4. Oh, they have a 7 string. What is
Tragic
it?
end.
2, 2, 3, 1,
Battle
2,
2.
3, 4, 4.
Fight!
Oh, sick. Oh, fuck. How do you get out of the way?
Defeat!
Keep clear, we're checking vitals.
That's all it showed. Two, three, one, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck.
Game over.
Oh, there's throws. Pin move. X and circle. There's a contact move. Frenzy meter. Can now perform a frenzy attack. Well, how do you do the fucking frenzy attack? Oh, okay. Press and hold the R2 button in any attack. Okay. R2 and an attack. And the string was 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. Down Forward 4 was his special move, I guess. Hurry the fuck up. This game's pretty cool. I would have liked this if I played it back in the day. I always wanted to. I mean, I think I might have, maybe once at my friend's house. But, I don't know. Actually, yeah, I think we probably did play it once. So I always remember these load screens. Alright, so I just watched the new Jurassic World. I guess I'm used to calling it Jurassic World now. But, it's weird because, like, I think I didn't hate it, but only because, like, the bootleg I watched was in Spanish. With, like, some Arabic subtitles here and there. Yeah. So, like, I didn't have to, like, sit through, like, any kind of, like, cringy dialogue or anything like that. It's interesting, it was written by David Kapp, who I'm pretty sure he co-wrote it with Michael Crichton, the first one. And it's interesting comparing the two, because it's like, there's Michael Crichton did the bulk of the work. Oh, that was sick. The beautiful dialogue and shit. I think David Kapp kind of like had like these sequences in mind, maybe, or like, I feel like maybe some of the pacing is kind of similar to the first movie. Fucking cat trying to get. But yeah, from what I've seen of the already, it's like the dialogue is pretty bad. Yeah, that's sick. And Gareth Edwards directed, so he's probably automatically like the fourth best director to like make a Jurassic Park movie. And to me, I think at the very least this movie looks better than pretty much all the Jurassic World movies. So I give it props for that. But yeah, there's absolutely only two reasons to see this movie, and they both belong to Scarlett Johansson. It's crazy because, like, I feel like in most movies they must make her, like, I didn't do the special move. Tape those puppies down, you know what I mean? Down forward 4. Because you don't really notice them, but, like, in certain movies, depending on the director, like, you know, some of the pervier directors, they kind of just, they let her, you know, let it all hang out. And, yeah, I was like, damn, dude. I forgot. But yeah, she looks pretty good in the movie. But, like, they try and, like, even though it does look pretty hot, like, she kind of looks like fucking, Sarah Connor or, like, Sonya Blade or some shit. But, like, because of the way she's built, like, you don't really take her that seriously as, like, a fucking spec ops or whatever the fuck it is. Spec ops, mercenary or some shit. Oh. What a battle. Workers get off to this shit. But yeah, and I saw some things, like, about how it's weird that they have sort of like this role reversal where, like, she's kind of like more of the guy, and she goes to recruit like this mousy, like, effeminate looking dude. I don't know. It reminded me of, like, if in The Mummy, like, Brendan Fraser was, like, you know, the book nerd or whatever, and what's her face was like the action star, you know. It's like that kind of a reversal. It's like jarring. But yeah, so like I said, watching it in a different language, I feel like it helps to, like, turn your brain off, because I mean the reason for them going to the islands is always stupid. So like, the less you know about it, the easier it is to enjoy the movie.
Battle 1. Fight.
But I mean, I know the plot and it's stupid. They have to get fucking like the DNA sample.
My house.
So you know, the how and why is not great. But if you can ignore it, you might enjoy some aspects of the movie. Oh yeah, what's his face? Mahershala. I feel like all he did in the movie was like kind of like look scared at like monsters and like, you know, back up and like, oh shit, you know. And then at the end he fucking sacrifices himself technically to the fucking D-Rex, which is really stupid. That's how they open the movie, with all the shit in the trailer. It's weird because I feel like, especially with Jurassic Park movies, like they show a lot in the trailer, but there's also shots that like aren't in the movie. Like I was watching the trailer a second ago, and like there's a Dilophosaurus in the trailer, but it's not in the movie, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I did skip around here and there because I was kind of just like getting from one sequence to another, but I didn't skip that far to where like I wouldn't have noticed it was there. But anyway, I was getting ahead of myself.
Dude, this guy's gonna be.
Oh shit, in the visitor center. So yeah, I might be a little biased, but like I didn't really mind the family, the Latin family. Like I said, I watched it in Spanish, so it kind of felt natural to me a little bit. But if you wanted to cry D, I wouldn't oppose that. But like, you know, we've had white kids, we've had black kids, black girl. So I guess it's time. We're in what, the 8th movie, 7th movie. Let's do Latin kids, and it also makes sense because like these movies kind of take place in like South America.
Oh, fucking
Yeah,
bitch.
that felt natural.
No, did you see that shit? You fucking sidestep right
Like
there.
that had to go out fighting.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Fight.
Got fucking armor. Yeah, it's pretty formulaic, but I do kind of appreciate that it's simple, you know, not like little clone girls and shit. But there is like a decent little chunk of the movie, like kind of right around the middle before the third act that's not terrible. I was thinking about like what does this movie add to like the sort of the fleet, the vehicles, and there's like a Cybertruck looking type Jeep, and then like the boat that
Dude, he's fucking
they
playing
go
lame,
to
dude.
the island in. And yeah, people have pointed out how like
Timer scan.
it's weird that the family and these mercenaries like meet up with each other. Like there's just a lot of weird like convenient stuff. But yeah, all this I like all the stuff on like the water, because to me like being on the ocean is like really scary. So it was cool like seeing the Mosasaurus like attack them and shit. Yeah, fucking Scarlett's she's got like different colored tank tops. Like she kind of puts them away later on in the movie because she has like a fucking handkerchief or scarf or whatever the fuck. Like an ascot. It's like a scoop. What's the name? Fred ascot. Get up, you fucking asshole. And kind of like not like a bandolier, but she's got some bullshit on her chest. Anyway. But yeah, when she's on the boat, she's like trying to shoot at the Mosasaurus from the front of the boat. And it like tips and she's like, you know, dangling off.
What did he do?
And conveniently the Mosasaur doesn't just like come up and chomp her. It like is on its side and like tries to bite it like that. Which doesn't make any sense, but okay. I guess he was playing with her. then yeah, then they run into fucking Spinosauruses. The Return of the Spinosaur. They kind of have like a generic paint job compared to the Jurassic Park 3 one. But they kind of just like spin or swim around the fucking boat. And then the fucking Mosasaurus come back like a third time when they're like getting close to the island. And like it doesn't make sense because like I guess it can't like follow them into the shallow water. So they all like jump off the boat and Mahershala's gonna like just fucking, you know, ram onto the island or whatever. And he fucking like crashes into the island fine. Like he doesn't even like barely get jostled or anything. So it's like, why did they even jump off the boat? And it's like the Mosasaurus would have fucking eaten them as soon as they jumped off. So that kind of didn't make sense. And then yeah, once they get on the island, like there's long stretches of like nothing happening, like them talking and shit, which I'm sure is pretty fucking bad. Play lame. Get the fuck off me, bitch. Yeah, so the family, they have like, you know, the little girl, and she finds like the dinosaur that was. Okay. I feel like they tried to like make it a thing, the little cute dinosaur she carries around, but they didn't try that hard because like, I didn't really see like a whole lot of merchandise or like, I don't know, people trying to make that that dinosaur thing. It's just a dinosaur that she carries around. But but yeah, so there's like the young girl, and then there's like a teenager girl, and like the boy, like 4 to 1 or something. And like, so people were saying that the boyfriend's annoying. I can't really tell, but like, it's stupid that like at one point they have the teenage girl like cross this little bridge by herself to go check out like an engine, like abandoned like engine supply thing or whatever the fuck. And there's like a T-Rex like sleeping right there. And she goes in there and she finds like a life raft. And it's too big for her to like carry it, so she's like dragging it. And they're all like telling her to shut the fuck up. She's gonna wake up the T-Rex. But why didn't the boyfriend, like I think the dad was like hurt at that point. But I didn't get why the boyfriend didn't go and get the fucking raft. And then she like inflates it in front of the T-Rex. And wakes it up and shit. But that being said, I think that was like something they took from the first book. So I like that, you know, river stuff. Like it's also in the Genesis Jurassic Park game. So I thought it was cool, like having the T-Rex kind of chase them. At one point I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna get away, and then the fucking T-Rex can like, I guess the T-Rex can swim now. I'm not sure how it would do it, but like, and then like in one shot he'll be like underwater, and then he'll be like standing on like shallow water, like right next to it, which doesn't make sense. And yeah, apparently like the really little girl that gets like caught under the raft and the T-Rex bites it and they think like she's dead. And then like, you know, you find out that she's not dead, she escaped. And then they all like come together, the family, and they're like happy they escaped. And then the raft like comes out from under the water. Yeah. So like when the T-Rex bit it, there's like a shot of him biting the raft. I guess it didn't puncture it, which at first was like, what the fuck? That seemed weird, but I'm pretty sure they don't explain it in the movie, but in my mind I was like, well, maybe InGen made like, you know, this like material that, you know, won't like easily get punctured by T-Rex teeth, you know what I mean? I could buy that they've developed something like that over the years.
Well, that's it.
Final battle.
And then there's a dumb sequence where like the boyfriend's like out taking a piss and he almost gets eaten by like
Dude, face the right way, you dumbass.
they're not raptors, I don't think. There's actually no raptors really in the movie that I can remember, which was interesting. But whatever, it's these two, you know, meat eater resources. And he gets saved by like a flying one. And I guess the joke is that he held his piss when he thought he was gonna die. He lets it go when they leave. Okay. Just fucking cringy and stupid.
There's another one out there.
Butt check. Oh yeah, I forgot when they first get to the island.
Yeah,
like,
no.
they also have like, well, there's 3 other crew members. There was like the white dude that's shooting at the mosasaur on the boat, and he gets chomped.
Dude, Lost World
And
didn't
then
even
there's
have
like
a
another
cool
black
ride.
guy and a lesbian. And when they first get on the beach, right near the beach,
And he's coming into my
they're all
crib.
carrying this equipment and shit. And you see like a Spinosaurus wake up, and it like comes behind the lesbian and fucking eats her and shit. But you don't even really see it. Like, she's just behind this thing or whatever, this cargo. So yeah, the movie's pretty like tame, which is unfortunate. Like I was saying before, like the only way to go that is interesting is like R-rated gore Jurassic Park. You know what I mean? But yeah, then after that, they're just like walking through the swamp forever and shit, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Stature kid.
And eventually, oh, they come across this like weird like ancient ruins and shit, like for no reason, because they're looking for like a bird nest, and it just happened to be in there. So I was like, okay, I guess it's some interesting like set dressing, but doesn't mean anything. I was like, they don't own the rights to Predator. That would have been cool. They could have been planting seeds. And then after that, they end up like, it's like a nighttime sequence, and they're in the facility where like they were making that weird hybrid dinosaur, the D-Rex. That makes me think of the movie Little Man with the Wayans brothers. Wasn't it Marlon Wayans' like head is on like a little baby, and he likes, it's like a version of Barney called D-Rex. And he's like, D-Rex, D-Rex. And then you fucking see him at a toy store and shit. That's what it made me think of. But it just looks like a generic, like, xenomorph, giant xenomorph. Dude. And it's pretty lame, like, at least they only, like, show him in the dark. Like, there's shots of him, like, coming out of smoke and shit. And, so they try to make him look kind of scary, I guess, but really stupid because he's, like, super slow. Like, when Mahershala sacrifices himself, he, like, gets a flare, which is, like, kind of aping the scene of Malcolm putting the flare on for the T-Rex. There's even the same shot of, like, after he does the flare, there's the shot of Alan turning, and the camera is, like, he zooms in on him. He's like, Ian,
Should all be
freeze!
destroyed.
They have the same shot with ScarJo. The camera, like, pans in on her. But yeah, obviously it was lame. And it's weird because, like, yeah, like, they came out of, like, a gas station. For some reason, there's, like, a corner store on that island, in that facility or whatever. And it, like, leads to, like, a little docks area. And at the end of it, there's, like, you know, like, gas, like, tanks to, like, fill up boats, I guess. You know, it's in, like, a bunch of movies, like, a generic, like, a little raft with, you know, gas on it. Obviously, it's gonna explode or some shit. So yeah, I thought Mahershala was gonna, like, light the flare and, like, blow up the D-Rex. But he doesn't. He just he swims away, and he fucking outruns the D-Rex in the water, like going backwards almost. The only reason he couldn't, well, he does escape, but you don't think at first you don't think he escapes, only because like there's just like trees behind him or some shit. I don't know. But I mean, they were like, fuck it, he might as well live. So he just shows up later when they're escaping and shit. Is that like blood? But yeah, then they all just like get on a boat and get the fuck out of there with the samples. And the movie just like ends right there. They're like, fuck it, shit's already going on too long. So yeah, it didn't seem that bad, like I said, because I watched it in a different language and I kind of like skimmed through all the parts where they were just talking about bullshit. So if you can like turn your brain off to that degree, there's, you know, a couple of sequences to like appreciate. Oh, there's like a corny, cringy scene where like they try and do the majesty of the dinosaurs where they're like in some tall grass, and I thought, oh shit, there's gonna be a raptor. But it's like these weird like giant brachiosaurs with like really thin tails. Yeah, he's pretty slow. And then there's like a whole bunch of them, like a whole like herd of them or whatever. And they just look up at them like, oh wow, it's so big. And I was like, are they fucking serious with this shit, dude? Like, do they really think people were gonna like think that was cool? Like maybe if they stampeded them or some shit, you know, and they had to dodge them or whatever. But yeah, that was fucking lame. Oh, yeah, I threw him into. It's mostly kind of lame, but I mean, as a Jurassic Park fan, like, I mean, it's like it's worth the sit down, I guess. Like I said, at least I like how it looks better. Congratulations, the last few movies. Secrets mode unlocked. So that's something. You didn't get a video? What the fuck? Wow, okay, roll credits. Warpath, Jurassic Park. Oh, maybe something happens. Damn, shoutouts to these guys. This is a pretty cool game. Oh yeah, throw my lighter at the cat. It's just the entrance. Keith Hargrove, I guess that's the guy talking shit. Extreme. Music copyist? What the fuck is that? That's crazy. EA had the Jurassic Park license. Yeah, I mean, the game's like not really janky. I don't know how to sidestep, but and the AI's like not that bad. Whatever. It's pretty fun to play and simple. I like the graphics.